Hello guys, in this video I will show you how to use new Laravel 12 Livewire starter kit here on the right, but this video should be also interesting to those of you who don't use Livewire and want to use Blade starter kit. Like it used to be in Laravel 11 with Laravel Breeze, Livewire starter kit can be that solution. So after we install starter kit, I will show what's inside the code, and then we'll try to build custom code without Vault, without Flux, and even without Livewire. Because I was very intrigued by this tweet by Taylor Otwell stating that Livewire is Blade and Vault is Livewire. And in general, the idea of starter kit is not to just install starter kit and forget it. The question is, how do you write the code after the installation, your custom code for your application? So let me show you that. But we start with the installation. Laravel, new Laravel, we choose Livewire, built-in authentication, and here we have, would you like to use Laravel Vault? This is a new feature of starter kit released after the starter kit official release in Laravel installer 5.13. Taylor himself released this feature for those who didn't want to use Laravel Vault. If you don't see that option in your installer, please upgrade installer to 5.13, or if you use Laravel CRUD, update Laravel CRUD to the latest version. If you're not familiar with Laravel Vault, I will show you in a few minutes what it does and why the reaction of community was negative and why Taylor released that option. And if you're not familiar with Vault, you probably should choose no, and let's continue with installation for now. It asks if I want to run npm commands, yes, and that's it. And now if I run laravel.test in my browser, I see Laravel 12 homepage with register and login on top. I'm using SQLite database locally, so let's try to register and see how it looks inside. So this is the new modern design, and along with the design, it has a few functions for settings like profile, password, and appearance. And look how quick is the navigation. This is blazingly fast. It's SPA behavior with wire navigate. This is what I would call modern UX without refreshing the full page. So installation successful, looks cool, like it should, great work by Laravel team, but the question is, what do you do next? How do you write the code? First, let's analyze the code, what's inside in the default installation. If we open the composer JSON, we see two dependencies for Livewire, Flux UI library, we'll get to that in a minute, and also Vault. Although we chose not to use it, it's still installed because probably, in my opinion, Livewire itself is the dependency of Vault, so this is kind of bundled two-in-one. Out of curiosity, if we take a look at the package JSON, we don't see any React or Vue here. We see only Tailwind CSS, and also there is no library for UI like ShadCN or others. Next, if we take a look at routes web, these three things are the main things about Livewire that you need to know. Or in fact, there are two groups of Livewire components. If we navigate on the left, app Livewire, there's auth and there's settings. So this is by default powered by Livewire components instead of Laravel controllers. So for example, if we navigate in profile, this is kind of the constructor of the first data, and this is the method to update the information of profile. So for those who are not familiar with Livewire, this is kind of like Laravel controller. And then the Blade file corresponding to that component or Laravel controller, as I like to call them, this is profile Blade in resources, views, Livewire, settings. And this is a pretty typical Blade file, exactly as Taylor tweeted the tweet that I've showed in the beginning of this video. So you have include, you have Blade components for layout, you have form and others. And Livewire is in wire submit thing, in wire model, and also used to include other Livewire components like this. So for example, delete user form is a separate Livewire component, this one. Now let's take a look at Flux thing. So there's Flux input, Flux text, and also at the bottom Flux button, for example. And this comes from Flux UI library, which is powering the Livewire starter kit. This is created by Caleb Porzio, creator of Livewire itself, and there's a free and pro version of Flux. The default starter kit contains only free version and only free components. So if you go to browse components, some of the components on the left are paid. For example, chart, if you go to chart, this component is only in pro version, but the default starter kit doesn't include charts, so we don't even need pro version of Flux for starter kit. In fact, before releasing starter kit, not sure if you're aware, all Flux UI was only paid, and Caleb Porzio agreed to open source some components for Laravel Livewire Starter Kit. And the final thing that we will take a look at existing code before diving into custom coding is Laravel Vault. I will reinstall our application and will show you what would be in the code if we choose yes for Laravel Vault. And here's the difference. In the route, instead of route get, we have vault route, which allows you to not create separate Livewire components, and this is the main idea of Vault. All the logic, including presentation, only in Blade files. So if we go to Settings Profile here, we land on Blade, which contains everything. So the code that would be in Livewire component, it's included in the Blade. So we have class here with the same functions that we saw previously as Livewire component, just in Blade. So the idea is similar to Vue.js, for example, like there's a script and template section in the JavaScript file. You can do that similarly with Livewire Laravel Vault 2-in-1. But when Vault was released, it received quite a few negative opinions because according to the classical MVC, it should be separated. Controllers should exist, and for bigger components, it's even harder to navigate because you constantly scroll up and down. And I agree with that opinion, but this is a personal preference. Vault is an option. Some people do prefer it, do like it, including Taylor Otwell, but after the official release of that starter kit with Vault only option at first, the community reacted like this. For example, on Reddit, Vault is a step backwards with 150 likes, and this comes from people who actually like Livewire, but they don't like Vault. And commenting the same profile Blade which I've just shown you, this is kind of that structure of that file summarized and called chaos with 200 upvotes for this tweet, and then some comments get even harsher in a usual Reddit style of commenting. That's why you need to filter out Reddit. But the negativity around Vault was not only on Reddit, it was also on Twitter and in some of my YouTube comments here. So that's why Taylor reacted and released no Vault option in the new installer pretty quickly. So Laravel and the team are reading, reacting, and improving the starter kits. Now let's get to the more fun part of this video, actual coding, new things. So do you see a new menu item on the left? Tasks. I've coded it behind the scenes. I will show you the code and also put the repository link in the description below, but it looks like this. This is the table of tasks. You can create a new task, something, then edit the task, again something, save, it's updated, we can delete with confirmation, so the full CRUD. Now what's inside the code? Of course the model and migration, so this is a simple one, so this is the model, this is the migration, very simple. Next, 3 Livewire components, index for the table, rendering the table, and with additional function delete to, well, delete the task, and also has pagination, this is a Livewire thing. Also 2 components, one for edit the current task with validation for the form with mounting the data and saving the data, and a similar component for creation with also validation and saving. Those Livewire components are attached to the routes like this. So in addition to the settings, we have these 3 routes. List, create, and edit. And then the task menu item is added on the sidebar with this. This is where we get to Flux. To open a new menu item on the sidebar, we open sidebar Blade file in Resources, Views, Components, Layouts, App, Sidebar, and there's already one dashboard included in the starter kit. So all we need to do is basically copy and paste that and change that to our own URL that you want. You also should use wire navigate for SPA behavior within Livewire. And also interesting part is the icon. If you want to choose a separate icon, the icon should be in the Resources, Views, Flux icon folder. There are some icons already prepared for us. And this is the documentation page of Flux on how to add new icons. Basically, it says to add the icon code in Resources, Views, Flux icon like this. And this is exactly what we did in this case. List to do Blade, almost copy pasting from other icons here in the starter kit, and then in the sidebar blade we can reference that icon like this. Now Livewire components all render blade files. What's inside of those blades? So this is the page of the table, and it also uses Flux components like Flux button, and down below there's also Flux button with variant danger, for example. So there are various parameters to the buttons, which are again free inside of Livewire starter kit and in free Flux UI version. And then we attach wire click, for example, for delete method, and then that delete method is called from the Livewire component. So we can create our page using Flux components, but not all components are free. For example, if we want to build a table, and if we go to Flux UI component section, on the left we have a table, but table is included in Pro version. So you cannot use Flux table for free. That said, Flux table is not just table, it's a data table with pagination, sorting, and more features, so it may make sense why it's not in the free version. It's more like a data table thing, but also you don't have to use Flux components for everything. You are in Blade and you can code it however you want. So as you can see in this example, we're using simple Blade with regular Tailwind styles without any Flux or any other, in fact, UI kits. So this table doesn't come from Flux, it comes from Tailwind. And this is the main thing to understand about using Flux UI in the starter kit. It is in the starter kit, but after that, you're totally free to structure your pages however you want. You may want to purchase Flux UI Pro, or you may proceed with not using Flux at all, including those buttons too. So you may create a full project with the only place using Flux in the navigation for the menu items, for example. And finally, let's take our experiment one step further. Do we even need Livewire? If we open routes web, it's a regular Laravel routes web. Can we add regular Blade pages here or regular Laravel controllers? Let me show you. So here's the code. Route view, about URL, about Blade file, and inside of that about Blade, there's nothing about Livewire, Flux UI, or anything. We just extend the same layout, and the result is this. URL about, and this is our page. So you can create pages without knowing about Livewire or Flux at all. So this is exactly what Taylor meant in his tweet that Livewire starter kit is in fact Blade. You rely on Livewire only for the main structure of the components, login, auth, register, all those auth pages, and the navigation. Everything else is totally custom up to you. So you may not even know how Livewire works. You install it as a Livewire starter kit, then you never touch anything from that starter kit with Livewire, it just works, and then you create your application with regular Laravel routes. Here's another example with Laravel controller. I added a route resource, Laravel tasks, with a prefix, and then in the controller I created just one method for the demonstration, nothing about Livewire here, and in the tasks index, again, nothing about Livewire or Flux, we just extend the same Blade layout, and as a result, Laravel tasks, we have our Blade page, in this case without Flux buttons or without any other buttons, but we can style it with Tailwind, again, however we want. So another kind of myth or misconception that Livewire starter kit is necessarily about Livewire. No, you can continue with however you want with Laravel code. So after this demonstration, what do you think about Livewire starter kit? Would you use it as a Blade option like Laravel Breeze, or maybe some parts you don't like? Let's discuss in the comments below. I'm also planning to shoot a similar video for React starter kit, even deeper, so part of that will be a premium course. So also if you have any questions about React starter kit, shoot them in the comments below and I may answer those questions in the upcoming videos. That's it for this time, and see you guys in other videos.